See, we're gonna say good afternoon. It's afternoon, maybe a little bit later than that. Now you see, I want to ask Ray her opinion. Я хочу спросить мнение моей девушки. I call you my lady. Are you my lady?
Yes.
That's what about the fact that you're making love to other people? Let's put it this way: to other people. Go fish. How does that work in the get into the equation?
Because we don't make love.
That's right. Whatever that means. This fish is weird. Okay, so we had this interesting. Now we made so many videos today, but the ladies that came, they said they don't want to put them up. They don't want me to post them. Okay, we're not gonna do that, right? We don't want to do things that people say don't do, right? So we're not gonna post them. Though they were very nice videos. You want me to put the seasoning?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the seed. When a lady asks, you do it. Seasoning it is. So we were talking a lot, and it's hurtful. Очень больно, because to me, I see these ladies, they're hurt. Don't be thinking I'm not hurt. I'm hurt too. We all human beings have hurt somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but then when I say that, one of them was kind of not letting me speak to the other. Одна не давала говорить с другой. Начинали какие-то, we were talking about things about philosophy or religion. And it became very antagonistic. Очень большой антагонизм. So you tell me, how would you do it different? Because ultimately we had a fight and they're mad at me. And they said goodbye. So, пока, хорошо было пообщаться. They said, it was nice knowing you, basically. And that's it.
How did that fight happen?
I mean, all this stuff, because I was telling her to speak to me. It's just she's bitter. Just like yesterday. She doesn't pick up the phone and she doesn't want to. Она человек в своем мире. У нее такая, that's her behavior. That's how she does it. That's how she rolls.
I thought you squashed that with her.
I'm sorry?
I thought you squashed that with her.
Squashed? No, that's her behavior for many years. You can't squash that. I mean, it's not so easy to squash. It's just what she does. This has to be light because it's very thin. We do it for like 15 minutes. Maybe even less. So, start, other food. Okay. And then we put maybe 22. Start. 16 minutes. So how would you do it? You tell me. How would you talk see, now we had a nice friendship, and now, у нас была дружба means friendship. We had friendship. We had дружба. And now we have nothing. Again, we had fights, we lost friends. I don't know about that, but are they our friends? Whatever they are. How would you do it?
I would not put them down.
I didn't put them down there. But go ahead.
That's it.
Okay? So let's say you see a person. This is the person, and let's call her person X. We call her X is not it's a nasty letter. X, triple X. How are we gonna call her? We'll say L.
Mm-hmm. So,
L or whatever. L for the lady. We're gonna call all ladies L for the lady. I should chew when I talk. Я не должен жевать и говорить. Okay, see, I'm not gonna chew. So imagine you see a lady who's in her 30s, mid 30s. Let's take a few years off her. Let's say she's 35. We'll take a year or two off, doesn't matter. So, and you see that she's divorcing for a while. She's hurt. You could see it in her skin. The skin breaks out when a person's hurt. So she has a skin problem. By the way, people, if you have skin problem, I can help you because it's not so difficult. Acne. This is a very treatable condition. Skin is closely related to nerves. the precursors are the same, but we're not going to get into the embryology. So she's getting divorced. She has some relationship that's less than ideal, that's not serious. The person is not.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's there or not. But if the person is in his 40s, never had kids, never been married, she doesn't see future, but she has the relationship that's semi there, semi not.
So she's casual.
Casual. So then you see all that. You see how she treats. Let's say you're a man, and you see how she's treating men, lackadaisical, kind of dismissive, not
speaking on the phone for hours and then ghosting.
Speaking on the phone for 4 hours one night, and then kind of, well, because I was saying certain things that were difficult to maybe accept. Well, then she doesn't say, hey, like today she was better. She said, at least I'm not gonna talk to you on text. People don't. You never should break up or whatever you call this on text. Have the audacity to look someone in the eyes and speak and say why. But it's scary to speak to someone eye to eye. People don't want to talk. People on channels say, well, why does she have to talk? That's how people do it. Back in the old days, when there was no phone, people spoke. So then what would you say to her? And you know that she has a very interesting personality. She's open-minded. How would you speak to her if you were a man? That you actually liked her initially. I liked her. I still like her as a woman. She's attractive, and she's not so much in terms of attractiveness. I've seen more attractive than that. It doesn't matter. We're all attractive in some way. Some people think one is beautiful. Some people, it's all a matter of taste. But I like how her spiritually, she's a very rich person. So, very gifted spiritually. Not many people like you are very gifted. People don't see that easy. I see. Then how would you? So I feel like she has a talent to live a great life, to help other people see what they don't see. Then how would you talk to her?
If I were a man.
Or a woman is easier because she doesn't see you as an adversary. See, I have an adversarial role. Я ее антагонист. Мужчина, женщина, всегда какой-то антагонизм. Но если ты не антагонист, if you're not an adversary, you are not. That's easy. But what if you were a man that liked her? I liked her. I still do. Mm-hmm. So that still hurts because even though she lives in another city, it's sad that such a gifted lady that I have certain feelings for. And now she just wastes that. We could have had a beautiful relationship, even as lovers. People say, oh, but that's beautiful. They have a beautiful relationship. I hate the word lovers because любовники, that's not, the word itself gets perverted into something secretive and dirty. It's beautiful to be lovers. Not everybody gets married. You can have a beautiful love affair. There's nothing wrong with it when people are honest. When people are in marriage and they don't feel like they want to leave their marriage and they meet someone and they love them. And they're honest, if they can be honest. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with anything. Unless you lying and hurting people, then it's wrong. By lying. If you like two people, whatever, I don't want to get into. So how would you do it? How would you do it?
Tell her how I feel.
What I told her. I told her that you know that you're gifted, that you're talented, that I developed, I hate the way it sounds, that I have feelings for you. Like I have feelings for you. Certain feelings I have for you, certain for her. Mm-hmm. So I have more feelings for you in certain ways, more feelings for her in certain ways, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong. So how would you talk to her? Let's say tomorrow you'll talk to her. Because she doesn't understand. She sees me attacking her. She says, you're attacking me. Maybe it seems like that because I tell her, listen, look at how you live. Your son, he's not in the right place. I spoke to him. For 5 seconds, he ran away. He couldn't hold a look. You know how kids, this is what I read in that book. Kids who are hurt, they can't pay attention for more than a few seconds. They can't deal with loss or with stress or with challenge or with some adversity, they will flip, they will throw a tantrum. So that's not how you're supposed to live. No, that's not, that you're not equipped to live. Like my kids, I say something, they block me. Okay, well.
Okay, so I tell her that you explain that to her. You're not coming from a place where you're judging.
I am judging, but you see, I am judging. There's nothing wrong in judging. We judge everything. That's another mistake. People say, не суди, да не судимым будете. Надо судить. We judge.
Yeah,
we are born to judge. See, I'm judging this tomato.
It's natural.
For example, there are some tomatoes here that I don't know if they're not. So I'm judging them. It's very natural. We judge people without even knowing we're judging them. I'm judging the air in this room. I'm judging the temperature. Every second, I'm judging you right now. So you're going to say something nasty, then I'll judge you. If I say something nasty, you will judge me. Imagine I'm going to start doing crazy shit. Aren't you going to judge me? What if I just get naked right now and start running around crazy yelling? Like this. Are you going to judge me? What will you tell me? Get dressed and stop yelling. This is crazy. Right? What if I start doing something funny right now in front of the camera? Like funny. What would you say? Say, that's not right. Don't put that on the video because people won't get that, at least not that way. We're going to talk about that later. But you see, I'm sorry I'm going such a tangent. Я ухожу в сторону. So, judging is judging. So what will you tell her? Let's say you talk to her tomorrow. I would love for you to talk because, you know, in my life, who do I have right now? You, my friend Valera, who I love dearly. See, I judge that thing. See, I judge that. I don't like that. I'm going to cut half of it and see if the other half is still good. Yes, it is.
You told her, you know, she has potential and you want her to live up to it, and you're teaching her. You just want to teach her methods.
Teach you. I don't like you in the word. I just want to share. I've learned something through my experiences.
So that
people
she goes on the right path.
People, just so people hear what I have to listen to this. I woke up this morning to this. Я к этому проснулся. So this is what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this. This is this morning. Look. Oh, I'm gonna say it so people laugh. It's all curses. So, Andromeda, вы ничтожество. You're a piece of shit, basically, like an evil. Так разговаривать с ребенком, который не говорили столько времени. Вы нормальны вообще обзывать ребенка? Умоляю, а ремнем, когда бьют детей, что здесь такого? I said something negative. I feel very negative toward it. People don't get this. И женщины ваши тоже о вас говорят. Обвинять ребенка ваших. Это Андромеда. Позвони Андромеда, поговори. Somebody calls. Какая же ты дрянь, Марина. Фу, дерьмо ты последний. You're shit, you're a piece of shit. Маринка, молодец. That's just insults. Это просто оскорбление. Ну, you obviously are hurt. I mean, that's... Ты, блядь, просто пиздец. Это Фалькон. Читай комменты от твоих баб, которые вот только что мне писали, что я дрянь, и что я чмо, и дрянь, и дерьмо. Это мне читать? Ты нахуй детям не нужен. See, cursing. Классный пейзаж один, хорошо написал. Америка, see? And now Cosmic Cat. Учись вести диалог, не начинай с упреков. Я начинаю с упреков, я так хочу. А ты хочешь космическая кошка позвонить, а нет, это ерунду вот это. Или мне надо на это все отвечать? Я сейчас вам скажу, как я думаю. Какие все хорошие. Потом, теперь сказать, почему дети не хотят. All this nonsense all day. Perfect. Кто ты такой? Вообще, блин, не объелся. See, all this скуча. Basically, people, you must be hurt. That's okay, I love you. The point is not that. So how do you, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? What are you going to say to her? To get her to, and that's just an example. Forget her per se. Anyone. Mm-hmm. Anyone. What will you say to them? Let's say you talk to her tomorrow. If you do. Tomorrow we have another guest coming from Moscow. Let's see what that brings. Завтра гость приезжает с Москвы. Что не текстует, не тоже неаккуратный. I spoke to her for an hour. So the point is,
I'll ask her if there's something different she could do in her life. What would it be?
She thinks she's learning something. She says, "I'm learning."
She's learning.
She's connecting to something. She's leaving her husband for the next few months till January. Like she can't leave him today. Why can't she leave him today?
That's a good question.
It's a lot to even discuss. A person who has never had a relationship with a normal man who respects her and treats her right. That's what happens. Когда у женщины, let me ask you, have you ever had a relationship with a normal, respectful man who doesn't lie to you, who respects you? Well, you never lived with anyone, so you wouldn't know. She did live. She met this person without speaking the language. And then when she did learn the language, she realized that they have too many differences. How you meet a person without knowing the language? This is a significant problem. Because then now she said, the more I learn the language, the more I realize we have nothing to talk about. Seriously? That's what you need a language for. So we communicate through language. Нам язык для этого дан, чтобы понять. So, I'm gonna talk to that one.
That's the one who watched the game.
The big guy?
No.
We talk to him. It's okay. He doesn't know.
I told him, forget about it. I said, don't
Well, let's
bother
see.
talking.
And ask him to talk to him. Why? Say hi.
Okay, then.
Oh my God. See?
Cute, you know?
What?
Okay.
What is it? Just say hi. See what I'm talking about? It has to be quick, easy.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good, thank you.
You still upset?
Am I upset?
Yeah.
Of course. You chose the game over me.
Over us.
Over us.
Over us. Ask him I want to talk to him.
Friends were here. It was
Ask him I want to talk to him.
You can excuse yourself.
No,
Ask him I want to talk to him. For the
Okay,
fifth time,
okay.
say I want to talk to him.
You
Tell
want to
him.
speak? Okay. So something you should know about me.
No, you didn't tell him that.
No, we haven't spoken
Okay.
about that yet. No.
Sure.
So I lived with a man. It started off as an open relationship, and now we live together as friends. So that's my situation. I just want to be transparent with you. Yeah.
how does that work? Like, you guys live together as friends and no longer in an open
Say
relationship?
him in front of me.
That's
I'd love
right.
to talk to him right now.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here, my man. Would you like to talk to me?
No, I'm good.
You go. Oh, you're scared of me. That's not your man. Forget him. He's scared of talking to me. How is he gonna be a good husband for you if he's scared to talk to a man who you live with? He's good. He's not good. He's bad.
Okay. Yes.
He runs. He wants to watch a
Thank you for
game.
the call.
Huh?
That's sweet.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Ask him why does he want to talk to me. You live with me. Ask him. Don't be
I don't
shy.
have faith or anything like that.
Okay.
Don't be
Are you
shy.
uncomfortable to speak to Abraham?
Literally.
No, but I don't need to speak to him.
I need to speak to you, and I don't want you to even see this lady because she's like a younger sister to me. So if you're scared of speaking to me, you're not her man. That's it. I make it easy for you. I make it easy for you so you can go keep watching your game. Tell him that. Why don't you say that? Say, why am I saying that?
Be well.
That's it. No.
Why? Why do you react that way?
Because he's a piece of shit. Now, so people understand. If he doesn't want to speak to the man you live with, what do you need to do with him?
Exactly.
Well, then tell him that. I don't have to tell him. You don't want to talk to the person I live with, who's a close friend of mine, who's an older person.
I told him that this isn't going to work
Why?
because you chose the game over me.
Well, now he's not wanting to speak to me. Why do you have to even continue that?
Exactly. So what's the point of reacting that way if I already know I'm not going to continue?
Well, why are you gonna be
anything
nice
with
to him? See, why? That's inappropriate. He's showing disdain, lack of respect, lack of care. Then say, hey, it's over. Good luck to you. That's it. So I sold it because now he disrespects me.
It's over. Good luck to you.
Yeah,
I
but
like
he-
to
he
keep
dis-
it at that.
But he disrespects because you don't like confrontations, and then you blow Or you blow up. When these confrontations come, it will blow your gasket. Blow it now lightly. See, that to me, I have these conversations. A person I live with, let's say you're my younger sister, we have that type of relationship. I care for you. I don't like how he's talking to you. He doesn't want to talk. Imagine I'm your older brother, which I could be. I'm your older friend. Why is it like that? Shouldn't be like that. See, I like that we're recording this because that's how you learn. You have to react negatively to that. That's a negative behavior. Negative. Why doesn't he not want to talk to me? We have this unusual relationship. A lot of men say, yeah, sure, I'll talk to him. Do you need that?
No, I don't. I didn't need him ever since he said, I'm watching the game, I'm hanging out with friends, I'll talk to you later. I said, no, this is not going to work. You don't bother calling me. I left it at that.
Well, why are you still talking to him then?
I didn't want to answer the phone.
Okay, but you answered. So then tell him that this is it. You don't tell him that. You don't tell him, listen, I don't appreciate the fact that you don't want to talk to the person I live with. I don't appreciate it. This shows me that first of all, you're weak. Second of all, you don't care. Third of all, you're just not a person that I want to associate myself with or be involved with, whatever you want to put it like. That's it. Because he shows me disrespect. It's like let's say your father called and say, I want to talk to Abraham. I would say, no, I don't want to talk to him. Well, like, what is that? You understand? This is not how the world should work. I know people that I'm saying react. If your father calls and says, I want to talk to Abraham, and I say, I don't want to talk to him. Imagine I say, I don't want to talk to your father. I don't feel comfortable. How you think that's appropriate?
No, I would say, why don't you want to speak to
Well, the
someone
the same thing. Why didn't you say, why not? Expose him. Why don't you want? This is a person that's significant. I live with the guy. We were intimate. Now we're not. Whatever. But I'm saying, I'm okay. It's not about you. It shows me that you care. You shouldn't be okay. I'm not okay. And don't be afraid to say you're not okay. Like like this lady today said, you don't hear me. You don't feel it. She goes, that's okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay, not in a way that people say okay, but people say okay to this. It's not okay. That's what I feel. And when you're like that forward, because you don't want to say a mean thing.
No.
Only
I like being forward, but I don't like being
forward.
Forward.
Exactly. See, when it becomes it's even difficult to speak. But then when the gasket blows, you blow. And then you don't answer, and then you don't text.
You could be forward without being negative.
Well, why don't
without being aggressive.
Oh, why not?
It takes practice for me. You know that. Because I'm just too nice.
Just how many times I say, put him on the phone, put him on the phone, just do it. Just do it. It's not that difficult, baby. You're unbelievable. I'm just saying, your niceness, people step all over you. All of these men, like what do they think they are? Forget
It's
them.
so interesting because a lot of them, even the ones that are not comfortable, they still reach out to me. It's so weird.
What do you mean?
Like guys like him. No.